Okay, I want to find a formula for the arithmetic sequence here. Got a few numbers that have popped up a little early, but if my first term is -7 and d is -1, well basically if I take that, I know my second term is -2. Alright? So I want to go the other way to find the zero term. So instead of minusing 1, I'm going to add 1. That's what that is. Or my c term is actually -6. So if my difference is -1 and the c term is -6, there's my formula, which I probably might write, I think the book writes it like that on the actual test question in our particular deal. Because you don't really need the 1, but you know that it's negative. Here's another one as a sample. Ooh, I might treat this as like 2 points here. It's kind of like y equals mx plus b. And if you remember your slope formula, y2 minus y1 minus over x2 minus x1, which means you would take that -13, the value, minus the -5, which makes it -8, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So if m is -2, that's the slope or rate of change. That's my d is -2. And then I kind of might do this here as a sample thing. If my third term is -5 and that one's -13, and I'm in a sense going down 2 to get to each one of those numbers, well, I would go 2 to go the other way. See how it's so small? I kind of like, so I realize my zero term is going to be a 1, so that my formula would be a sub n equals -2n plus 1, but, or I might write it like that, particular one right there. That's probably the easiest way to do that. The numbers will be small enough. You also could do, if you kind of remember right back to your math days, is you think of these as points, you can use the formula y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1, which means if you were to do this here, it would be a y minus -5 equals your slope times your x minus 3, just kind of that, which is the same as y plus 5 equals -2x plus 6. So what I would do here then is -5 from each side. So y equals -2x plus 1, which is the same thing that we have here, -2n plus 1. If that formula would also work for it, because it's basically a arithmetic sequence is a linear combination there.